Welcome back to my channel. It is Candace with a K here, where I normally talk books, beauty, and kicks. Today I decided to make this video to help you, someone that might be trying to get back in their reading groove, might be wanting to pick up more books this year. 5 tips that will help you to increase your reading. So tip number 1 that I will share with you is to set a reading goal for yourself. So now in the year 2022, I was able to read 35 books, which is a lot for the average person. I didn't realize so many people did not read books, and I'm no shade to the audiobook people, but I'm talking about 35 books of actually sitting down and reading. So I made the goal this year to read 40, and so I feel like I could help you if you're really interested. If you are not following me on Goodreads, it is linked down below. Let's go on this journey together. But I would advise you to set a realistic goal. If you haven't read books in a really long time, you might want to start with something very small, like maybe 1 book a quarter, which would be 4 books this year, or maybe 1 book a month, which could be 12 books this year. Or you can kind of just get involved in a community, maybe gather some girls around and just set some books that you really have your sights on. Be realistic with yourself. Make it easy on yourself. Don't make it too hard or too challenging, because then it will start to feel like work, and we want to leisurely read, okay? We don't want to feel like we're going to school and it is a requirement that you have to read these books. Set a realistic reading goal. My second tip for you is to determine your medium of reading. So me personally, I am very much an ebook girl. I do like to have the tangible book, but my preference is definitely an ebook because I have a lot more variety. So I can go from the library to the Kindle to the books that I purchase, and I'm able to jump around. But once you decide which medium works best for you, narrow in and really hone in on that. So if you get a joy or a thrill from buying books, put it on your calendar once a month to go down to your local bookstore, preferably Barnes and Nobles if you have to, Amazon if you have to, and get some books for yourself that you can, stretch and help you to achieve those reading goals. You also might be an audiobook person, and if that is the case, down below you'll be able to get a promotional code that I have linked below for Audible, where you can, listen as you're driving, maybe while you're working, and you can kind of just get through your books like that. Figure out which ways you like to read, and that can help you to achieve your reading goals. My third tip for you is to create a reading routine, okay? Like I said, we don't want reading to feel like a chore. We don't want it to feel like school, but if you kind of create the habit of reading, you will eventually lead to increasing your reading. And so one of my just simple tidbits that I tell everybody is just 20 minutes before bed. If you read those 20 minutes before going to sleep, it helps you to go to sleep, because everyone knows that reading puts you in like a lull where you're just like ready to go to sleep. And 2, it just also sets aside that designated time at the end of every day to kind of unwind, detach from social media, detach from the phone, and just focus in on this story that is just going to captivate you and take you away. So 20 minutes before bed is a realistic routine that I think everyone can follow, because we all have to sleep at some point. That doesn't mean it has to be at night, just 20 minutes before you go to sleep, and that will help to increase your reading. Now, number 4, my 4th tip for you is to read in your downtime. If you were to go through your phone right now and look at your screen time minutes and percentages, you will be able to carve out a lot of time that could be used towards reading if increasing reading is one of your goals. So one thing that I say is reading your downtime. Get off YouTube, although I do want you to come back. Get off TikTok, get off Instagram, pick up a book, pick up your Kindle reader, pick up your iPad, whichever way you read. And that can lead to more reading time. So just reassess how you are spending your time day to day. There aren't enough hours in the day. We all know that. But you can carve out new spaces to increase your reading. Now, my 5th tip, and I believe this is the most important tip, is to find books you enjoy. It's so easy to get caught up in the hype within the book community. Everybody's reading this title, but that might not be something that you are actually interested in. For me, I want to be a nonfiction girl so bad, but that's just not my lane. I don't enjoy reading nonfiction books because it reminds me so much of school. However, I am trying to make it a point, and one of my goals this year is to increase my nonfiction reading. But I know what I enjoy. I'm a rom-com girl, okay, through and through. I enjoy books by Black authors. I enjoy thrillers and suspense. And so I stick to those lanes. And that has allowed me to read books very quickly because they are books that I enjoy. Once you find the books that you enjoy, there is nothing that'll keep you from a page turner if you are really feeling it and you are just going to get through those books so quickly. It's not about how quickly we get through the books, long as you are enjoying them though. And that is so important. If you aren't doing so already, I really advise you, and I'm almost going to bully you into following Candace with a K Reads on Instagram. That is where I chronicle all my book reads. I also chronicle them here on this channel. I often do giveaways through Instagram, so you want to be following. I also post other giveaways that are really important to the book community. Don't forget, you can get your Go Read a Book merch, which you will also find linked down below as well as in my Instagram bio. I want to thank you all for watching. Please let me know what your reading goals are down below, and I really hope that we can increase that reading intake for 2023. Thank you all, and I'll see you in my next video.